This is a video for defeating the Abyss Watchers in Dark Souls 3. Now this is the first boss that really gave me any trouble. It's a humanoid type boss, very agile, closes the gap on you very quickly, lots of attacks that he keeps throwing at you very rapidly. The thing to do is to initially keep your distance and learn the different move sets or attack patterns that the boss has, and then wait for the right opportunity before you attack. Don't just button bash the boss, because he will, or they will, destroy you. As you can see, there's more than one now. They keep respawning, and you get up to 3. When there's 2 of them, you really want to just keep away. Now you can see my souls there on the floor. This isn't as I say, I had trouble with this boss. It's not the first time I tackled it. So another one will be spawning now. There he is, and he's the 3rd one that spawns, and he will actually help you. He will attack you if you're too close to him. But see, he's attacking the other Abyss Watcher, so that's a great distraction. I can just sort of hang back and let them fight each other, or I can move in, try and get a few cheeky chops in here and there. The 3rd guy spawned, so he will go for the other Abyss Watcher before me. If he's close to me, he'll go for me. But see, he's coming for me now because the other guy's died. So I'm just, oh no, I've got 2 of them on me again, so get out of there. And what you want to do is you don't want to be too far away from them, because when you have a window of opportunity, you want to be able to maximise that opportunity. Be close to them so you can get as many chops in as you can. Like there he whacked his sword into the ground, paused for a second. So I need to be close to him so I can really have a good chop away at him when you get those opportunities. Now there's 2 fighting in the background there. I might just let them get on with it. I don't even need to get involved. Just let them kill each other. There you go. Job done. Easy. Or is it? You never know with these games. Oh no! The thing with Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 is the bosses tend to be multi-staged, which is really cool because it makes the fights more interesting. But also it can be quite demoralising. It's like, oh, I killed this guy already. But when they do, they tend to have multi-stages to the boss fights now, and when they come back to life like this guy's doing here, oh, that looks so cool. The graphics are so cool, so imaginative. When they come back to life, they have new abilities and new moves, so you have to again keep your distance, find out what new tricks they've got up their sleeves. So he's got a flaming sword now. Now I've put some poison on my sword. I don't think you really need to do that. I don't know if it makes any much difference. Now, one of the new attacks he does like a big sweep there with his sword. So you want to keep away, you don't want to be caught by that. So when he whooshes towards you, I find rolling to the sides really good. He has one attack where he has there's a wall of fire he creates. So rolling backwards is not a great idea. You really want to move to the side and try and get behind the boss. You can I don't do it in this fight, but you can backstab them. You can get behind them and do a really powerful backstab. I didn't try and parry the boss, but I think you can try and parry them as well. But I'm not great at timing the parries, so that's more for like advanced players. Okay, so I was close to him, but when he finished that attack pattern there, that was a nice. He paused for a second. That gave me a chance to chug a health potion. There he goes, and now I can get attacks in there. You don't want to get too greedy. You kind of get a feel for how many attacks you can get in before he starts attacking you back. Especially as the health bar is getting quite low, so you can get tempted to get going for too many attacks and get caught out. Don't get greedy. Don't even look at the health bar. Just concentrate on timing your attacks and watching the way he's moving around. Okay, I haven't got. Oh, there we go. Now, I nearly died then because I tried to chug on an Estus flask to be safe. and that nearly cost me the fight. But when you finally beat the boss, it's like a mixture of relief, it's just like and sort of elation, because you're like, oh, finally done it. So time for a bit. Always celebrate. That was a tough fight. You celebrate. So now you get a bonfire, and you can actually save the game. These games are tough. There's not many games where you can't just button bash your way through it. With Dark Souls, you really do have to put the time in to learn the different movesets, but that's what makes it so rewarding when you do finally beat the boss. Now, as I said, I had trouble with this fight. I've got a really good mate, KJC. He's really good at these games, and the first thing he said to me when I told him I was having problems was have you used all your undead bone shards? Now, when I'm looking around, I tend to look in all the nooks and crannies, so I tend to pick up most things. So yes, I did have some, but I hadn't used them. And what they do is they actually enhance your Estus flask. So when you do use an Estus, you actually get more health than you otherwise would. If you look it says +3 by my Estus flasks. So I think I probably had about 3 bone shards going by that. Now what you do is you go to the Firelink Shrine, and the Firelink Shrine, you burn your bone shards, and that's what gives you the +2, +3, depending on how many you've got. And also, I hadn't used all my Estus flask shards. If you go to the blacksmith and give him your Estus flask shards, he will give you more Estus flasks. I think the first time I tried the battle, I only had 5 flasks, because I hadn't used all of them, all the shards. And as you can see from that battle, I really did need them. I'm not the best. I freely admit I'm not the best player. So I really did need those extra flasks, and that really made the difference. And once I used those bone shards and Estus flask shards, I came back and beat him straight away, like as you just seen. So this is a great game. I love these games. So don't give up. Keep playing. You'll be amazed. It is quite intimidating sometimes. The bosses can be huge, the health bars can be massive, can be multi-stage fights, and it can seem impossible sometimes, but once you sort of learn the movesets of the enemies, and as long as you attack at the right times, and as long as you're patient, you'll be surprised just what you can do, even without watching these videos. Once you learn, get a few tricks under your belt, you'll be amazed what you can do. I'll leave a link to KJC's videos as well. He does a great video where he literally parries a boss to death. Definitely go and watch that. I'll put that in the description, a link. Thanks for watching, and carry on enjoying the game. These are brilliant games. I wish you all the best, and goodbye.